Growth happens at the edge of your comfort zone. We learn by trying and failing and trying again, get messy, make mistakes. It's not a new concept. The idea that growth and confidence and expertise lies on the other side of trying the things that scare you and trying them over and over again until it doesn't feel quite so scary anymore. Like, there's a reason that this concept is all over the self help world because it's true. That's more or less the way that humans learn things. Like, if you wanted to learn to play piano, you would basically just play piano a lot. You'd mess up a lot at first, and then later you'd mess up less. And then the first time you play in front of people, you might mess up again because of nerves or because of anxiety. But then you would perform in front of people again and again, and that would be its own kind of practice until eventually you wouldn't make mistakes then either. So that's true. But there's another side of this, though, where toxic positivity comes in, that kind of just push through it mentality that honestly I do not love. It doesn't always acknowledge that chasing discomfort for the sake of growth can kind of wreak havoc on your nervous system. And if your nervous system is activated enough, you won't learn. You'll just freeze or you'll dissociate or maybe you'll quit altogether. Okay, so how do you ride this edge? How do you get the benefits of learning by doing, by engaging at the end of your comfort zone without sacrificing your well being? The answer, of course, is magic. Today, I'm going to share an almost unnervingly practical, magical tool that you can use to help turn any of these scary growth opportunities into an actual shift in your inner wisdom, in your capabilities. And you don't need a bunch of herbs or a candle or really anything other than maybe a paper and something to write with. All right. Are you ready? Let's go. Oh, psst. Save this video because you're going to want to come back and use it again and again. Because if you're on a personal growth journey, you know you're doing this a lot. You're putting yourself in situations that feel a little uncomfortable where your intention is to grow and fail and try again. So you're going to want to save this so you can come back to it every time you do this. This is a 2-part ritual. It's designed to bookend an uncomfortable, chosen learning experience. That means that you have decided to do something, like, for example, ask your boss for a raise, even though it feels scary and almost impossible. So, this thing you've chosen to do is out of character for current you. But hopefully, for future you, this thing is no big deal. It's easy peasy, if you will, because you've done it loads of times and you're no longer scared of how it might go or whether you might say, like, freeze up or cry or do something else that's super embarrassing. I'll put a list of example situations where I think this would be useful down in the description. So check that out if you need ideas for how to use this. All right. Ritual part 1, regulate. This is what you're going to do before you go in to the big, scary thing or performance or meeting or date or whatever. First, find a comfortable place to sit or to stand and just start to notice your breath. Take 3 deep breaths in through your nose and then out through your mouth. Make them as deep as you can. Make the exhales as long as you can. Then, after 3 breaths, go back to your natural rhythm of breathing. Next, start to just notice how you're feeling in your body. There's no good or bad here. There's no wrong or right. Just scan your body from the top of your head, part by part, all the way down to your feet and your toes. Notice where you feel tight or tense. And if you can exhale some of that tension away, that's super. But it's okay if you can't. Just notice. You don't have to change anything that's not feeling ready to change. Start to count your breaths. Each in and out breath counts as 1. So count each exhale from 1 up until you get to 10. If you lose count, simply start over from the beginning. After doing this, you should be feeling a bit more centered. So, this is the time to set your intention for how you want this experience to go. You can visualize the outcome you want, if there is one, or you can also set a present tense intention with words. If, like me, your mind's eye tends to be kind of blank, this can be something like, I am calm, confident, and in control. That can be really helpful. Or maybe something like, everything works out for the highest good of all. If you have a specific outcome that you're hoping for, you can also make that visualization or that affirmation as specific as you need, right? Hold that in your mind for another moment or two. And then when you're feeling complete or your time is up, because that happens, gently blink open your eyes and come back into yourself. All right. Here you go, girl. You are as ready as you're going to be. It's go time. All right. Pause this here. And then when you're done, come on back. Are you back? Oh, great. Okay. Let's get into part 2. Alchemize. This is the part where you need something to write with or on. So grab your journal or even just a piece of scrap paper. Give yourself 5 to 10 minutes to write down anything that's in your head. You can vent or celebrate. You can write about how you're feeling, or key things that surprised you in that experience or that you really want to remember. Just don't edit yourself here, okay? Write freely. Sometimes, if it helps, you can imagine that you're writing this as a message that you're going to send to your bestest friend. You know, the one who is 100% excited to hear every single detail of how you are feeling right now. Okay, so set a timer, 5 to 10 minutes, and go ahead and write. You can pause this and then come back. All right, once you're feeling finished or your timer goes off, stop writing. And now you start the energy work. So get up and move. Do some sort of movement practice with the intention of shedding old stagnant energy or even energy that simply doesn't serve you anymore or isn't a match for the version of you that you have just become. And you're going to let the new wisdom and energy that you've earned through this experience start to anchor into your body, your spirit, right? Okay. If you have time for it, a run or a walk is perfect here. But if that's not in the schedule, a dance break, Grey's Anatomy style, works really, really well too. You can even just do a couple push ups on the floor or against a wall if you're really short on time. But try not to rush this. It's an important part of the process, so do it with intention, whatever movement you pick. This would be a great practice to use before a public speaking event, a performance, a competition, or a networking event or business pitch. If you use this, please, pretty please leave me a comment here and tell me how it went. And remember, save this so that you can use it over and over on your personal growth journey, because we know these like edge of the comfort zone moments, they're not going away. Hi, if you're still here, I'm your life coach now. I'm so sorry. That's just how this works. So go ahead and subscribe. And if you love shit like this, the kind of self-help tool that's just woo enough to actually work, and helps you step into your power without having to learn what every single one of those shiny rocks is supposed to be for, then you're going to want to get into my email list too. Magical Mondays. It's a weekly free email that helps you plan and conquer your week of work, life, love by aligning with the energy of the universe and using practical and magical tools and techniques that get you unstuck with a quickness. So, my name is Megan Gillman, and I will see you in your inbox.